Hey everyone, Dale Moreau here, founder of DaleMoreau.net and also founder of Dale Moreau Coaching. I want to talk to you today about the 8 most common objections and the 8 most uncommon responses. Now, objections happen, it's part of doing business. Now, we can stop most objections before they happen. Build enough value in our opportunities, products, and services, and objections won't occur. But when objections do happen, how do you handle them? Well, you handle them with uncommon responses. Now, the 8 most common objections that we have today is I don't like to sell. Let me think it over. Is this one of those pyramid schemes? Let's exchange links. Why don't you front my startup cost? How much money have you made? When you're unsure about a prospect's potential and the cost is too high. Now, the art of handling objections is agreement. We agree with the prospect that the problem exists. So let's start with number one. I don't like to sell. Now, when we hear this objection, our prospects are thinking of the 1960s old fashioned door to door salesman that they got used to in those days. Now, no one wants that kind of life. In fact, internal programs in the prospects' minds tell them to run. Nobody wants to sell stuff door to door. But inside every prospect lies the makings of a true salesman. They've been doing it their whole life. They just don't realize it and they just don't get paid for it. So, how do we overcome this common objection with an uncommon response? We agree with them and we show them what they've been doing their whole life, but without getting paid for it. Here's how I would say it. Of course, you're not a salesman. That is why I'm talking to you now. The company doesn't want a bunch of old school, sleazy door to door salesmen promoting its profit products. They want real people, just like you and me, to share our experiences with others. Now, remember how you had an experience once in your past that helped you and you shared it with other people so that it could help them? Well, that is what we do. We share our experiences that helped us with other people to help them, and we get paid for it. That's better than being a sleazy salesman. As a non salesperson, this opportunity is made for people like you. Now, 8 common objections with 1 common objection done. So let's move on. Number 2, let me think it over. Now, one objection which many network marketers face is the objection of let me think it over. Now, this objection is brought up usually because the prospect in their mind is convinced that their status in life does not need to change. Our job is to solve people's problems. If no problems exist, we cannot help people. Now, Tom acknowledges his job interferes with his week. Tom likes to fish more than he likes his job. And we offer Tom a solution of having a 5-day weekend at full pay so that he can spend more time fishing. He turns it down and tells us that he wants to think it over. So, how do we respond? Well, here's how you do it. Relax, Tom. It's okay to make a decision not to join our business and to continue working your job that interferes with time better spent fishing. And it is also okay if you make a decision to start today so you can start the countdown to 5-day paid weekends once a week instead. 8 common objections with 2 down and the next one to conquer. Number 3, is this one of those pyramid things? Rarely does this objection come up, and rarely is there a good answer to it, but I have one. And here you go. There are 2 of them that I would give. When you were getting your formal education at school, if your teacher would have received a small percentage of your earnings for the rest of your life, do you think your formal education would have been better? Better, right? Well, that is how our business works. The person who invited you into this business wants to teach and train you to be as successful as possible because the only way they can earn money is by making you successful. And if you don't like that one, try this one. When you're working at your job, your boss is receiving earnings off the skills you have learned. What if your boss gave you better skills? Do you think your boss would make more money? Do you think your job would be better? Your boss would make more money and you would make more money too. Well, that is how our business works. The person who invited you into this business wants to teach you and train you with the skills to be as successful as possible because the only way they can earn money is by making you successful. Now let's move to number 4. Let's exchange links. Now, people who want to exchange links do not know any better. You are looking for buyers, they are looking for sellers. Usually they don't want unless you want what they need or have, it is good to have an answer to those people who want to share their links uninvited. And here's what you say. Thank you for the offer. I'm happy, married to my business, and not looking for a divorce. Number 5, why don't you front my startup cost? Now, 8 common objections with 8 uncommon responses, and this objection sits at the forefront. 2 reasons for someone bringing up this objection. They are broke, and or they think they might fail, and we better have a good response. And here is something that you can say. We can guarantee the skills to make you successful. We cannot guarantee that you will apply the skills to be successful. That is why we don't front your startup costs. Number 6, how much money have you made? Now, for new members of your team, this is one objection that they better have a good answer. Now, the prospect asks, how much money have you made? And you haven't made any. Well, here is the answer that you give them. None. It's a business. It will take 6 months for me to make a good profit. Then I'm going to take a cruise for a week and relax. I just wanted to know if you want to join with me now so we can cruise together, or if you would rather give me your address and I can send you a postcard from my cruise. 8 objections with 5 objections done and 3 to go. Number 7, when you're unsure about the prospect's potential. Now, talking to prospects sometimes make it hard for us to know how serious a prospect might be for network marketing. A simple question does the trick. Can you see yourself doing this business? Wait for the answer. If they're serious, they will tell us. And if they're not serious, move on. Number 8, the cost is too high. 8 common objections with number 8 coming in dead last. Now, it is last because if you had built rapport, broken the ice, closed, and done a proper presentation, this objection would never come up. But for those people who are dying to know what to say, here are some zingers that you can use. What is it worth to you to take 6-month holidays with full pay? What is it worth to you to retire in 5 years at full pay? What is it worth to you to take 5-day paid holiday weekends once a week? What is it worth you to get an extra paycheck twice a month? What is it worth you to give yourself your own pay raise without begging the boss? What is it worth to you to make more money part-time than your professors make full-time? What is it worth to you to take 6-month paid vacations once a year? What is it worth to you to buy a college instead of attending a college? What is it worth to you to make more money part-time than your parents make full-time? What we have done here is this. We use the magic phrase, what is it worth to, and then we added a benefit. 8 common objections spoken, 8 uncommon responses given. So enjoy. Now, I hope you really did enjoy this video. And if you did, leave a comment for me. Click the link, read the article that goes with the video. And at the bottom is a comment section. And most importantly, fill out the form at the bottom to receive the free video using trained words on social media. And that will also subscribe to you, my blog, that you will receive weekly updates every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I hope to see you all on the better side of success.